welcome to this channel. In today's video we are going to be making beans and potato porridge. I've earlier made beans and plantain porridge. I hope you will check the video out. So in this video I'm going to be using the white kidney beans. I remember I actually used the red kidney beans for the beans and plantain porridge. The white kidney beans is the same thing as the cannellini beans. So you can use any type of beans, the black-eyed beans, the red beans, brown beans, honey beans, and whatever kind of beans you want to. I'll be using 3 tubers of sweet potatoes for this, then 2 cups of the cannellini beans. I also have here some chopped vegetables. I love vegetables, so I always use them in my meals. So I have here spring onions, I have here onions, I have here blended crayfish. I blended the crayfish together with locally made locust beans, green peas, carrots, thyme, tomatoes, ginger, and also I have here turmeric powder. You can use curry powder, so I'll be using turmeric powder for this recipe. And lastly, I'll be adding seasoning cubes to this. You can use chicken or beef stock cubes. The seasoning cubes are not actually here right now. I'll be adding that later. Okay, so let's start by placing the beans on heat. So I'm going to be cooking the beans on a gas top. If you have a pressure cooker, you can cook the beans with it. So I'm adding in water just to slightly cover the beans. So before I forget to say, I had to soak the beans overnight. You can soak the beans at least for 6 hours before cooking it. It will help the beans to absorb the liquid and also to cook fast. After placing the beans on heat, bring it to a boil. Okay, so before I forget to say, I'm going to be using some scotch bonnets. You don't have to use scotch bonnets like I do. You can use black pepper or ground chili. And I'm also using fish for this recipe. You can use beef, you can use ground beef, chicken, or turkey. So I'll be working with fish today. I'll be peeling the potatoes right away. So let's get it done. I'll let the beans cook for just 5 minutes, then drain out this first liquid. I really want to get rid of the toxic. Still bring the beans on heat and add some water into it. The best way to cook beans is to cook it without adding any ingredients to it. It will help the beans to get salt in time. So whenever you prepare your beans, try not to add salt or any other ingredient until the beans are completely cooked. So here is the potato. I have peeled and sliced it into pieces. This is the way I love my potatoes to be. So I'm going to be adding it to the beans once the beans is cooked. So you have to come back to the beans and check for softness. I think the beans are soft. So it's now time to add the sweet potatoes. So let's add the potatoes and continue cooking it. So I'm going to add some more water to the beans. So I'm adding in just a little fish broth. So just because there is already water in the beans, so I won't be adding much, just enough to cook the potatoes. Before the beans start to boil, I'll season it with a teaspoon of turmeric powder. You can use curry powder, some chopped onions, ground crayfish, 3 seasoning stock cubes, a teaspoon of ginger powder, salt to taste. I'm also going to be adding in 2 cooking spoons of palm oil. You may not need to add palm oil, you can use vegetable oil for yours. Then allow it to boil on until the water reduces and the potatoes are all cooked. So we need to check the beans and also allow the water to dry completely. While the water in the beans is trying to dry, just heat a pan on heat. Add about 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil to it. Once the oil is hot, add a little onions. I had to share my onions into 2. And also some garlic. I used about 3 pieces. Fry this for 30 seconds. Also add in the chopped tomatoes. Also add some pepper to the tomatoes. I use scotch bonnet. You can use any type of pepper. Cover the pan. Let the tomatoes cook for 10 minutes. Season this with thyme. Add some chopped carrots and green peas and also fry. I'm adding in the chopped spring onions. This will cook for about 10 minutes together with the carrots and the green peas. I also said I was going to use fish, so I had to mash the fish into tiny pieces. Then I'm adding it to the vegetables. Okay, so let's turn to the beans to see how far it has gone. Okay, this is the way I like my beans. They should be a little water, not completely dry. So now I can now add the veggies into it. So once you are happy with your beans and potatoes, you can now add the veggies into it. Exactly how I love my beans and potatoes. So it's now time to serve. So guys, this is a great way to combine potato and beans to make a porridge. This food is really tasty, just the way it looks, and I hope you love this video. And if you do, please remember to subscribe to Oni's Food Hill. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.